Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all doing very well today. As you guys know on my channel, I love to find and feature interesting guitars, hardware, pedals, all that kind of stuff. Well, today we've got something that's definitely thinking outside of the box. So what do we have here? This is from a company called Jasper Guitars. As you can see, made in the US, and there's some technology and some obviously very interesting features on this guitar. Let's get into it. Now the guys from Jasper Guitar sent over two models for me to check out. On one hand here we've got single P90, rock machine, two knobs, P90 and some GLORIA, and of course we've got the humbucker single right here. So two models, but they both feature the same technology, which of course is on the backside. I've never seen a backside of a guitar like this before, so let's get into it, find out what the heck is going on here and what these guitars sound like. Now in terms of the basic specs on this guitar, well, it's all as we would expect from a guitar made in the US. Vintage style tuning machines, bone nut, roasted maple neck, roasted alder body, high-end electronics and pickups, and even, check this out, some venting on the back of the guitar. And there's a reason why there's venting into the body of this guitar. Let's get into it and take a look at the backside before we plug it in and take a listen. So the question everybody wants to know is, well, what is this big metal piece doing on this carbon fiber insert? This is not the typical backside of a guitar. Well, the idea came from the old Resonator guitars. So that's why there's a vent in the back, because what you can do is it comes with kind of like an adjuster coin, and you can tighten and loosen this piece, which is attached directly to the bridge, and then you can kind of compress the carbon fiber or loosen it off. So that's the idea, and then you change the frequency or the resonance of this guitar. So I'm going to loosen this right off. I've got it pretty loose, so you can just adjust it with a screwdriver, but let's use the coin. Here we go, and I'm just going to tap right here. Then I'm going to tighten it up. I'll fast forward here, and I'm going to tighten it up. We're going to squeeze that carbon fiber down and listen to the frequency there. All right, so I've got it tightened quite a bit. I can actually see it's bowing a bit, so you can really suck it down. Yeah, that's definitely a higher frequency. I don't know how tight I can make it here, but I can still go a little bit more. Yeah, interesting. So I'm going to take it off because I'm a curious guy, and I just want to open up the back side of this guitar. Obviously, the manufacturer doesn't know I'm doing this, but this is just such a unique instrument. I'm going to pull out all the screws, loosen this off, and I'll be back. All right, you guys, I've just threaded it all the way out, and I'm just going to pull out this bolt. I love that you can string it up through this big metal piece too. So it's not actually top loaded. You still load your strings through the back here. Really interesting. Solid piece, super heavy. Love that it's shaped like a pick too. That's really cool. And then as you guys can see, a nice big brass block there. So it threads directly into the bridge, as I said, and then compresses the carbon fiber around it. You can really press down. And then the idea is you can change the frequency just like a Resonator guitar. So really interesting. All right, you guys, I've removed the perimeter screws. I have not opened this up and looked at it at all. This is going to be us doing it at the same time for the first time. And here we go. Okay, so there you go. So you can definitely see the chambered body here. All of these guitars are 7 pounds, and there's a reason for it right here. You can see full-size pots, Emerson caps there. That's great. And then, yeah, hopefully you can see the venting out right here on either side, right? So as you compress this carbon fiber backplate, the air inside the guitar actually changes, right? The volume of the air, whether it's flat or whether it's sucked in, right? So you need the vents there. And yeah, that bridge is next level, I gotta say. Let me flip it around so that you guys can see. Ooh, if you ever wanted a beefy bridge, this is it. Look at that solid piece of metal. I was not expecting that. You do not see that on, well, I've never seen that on a guitar. So yeah, some really custom elements to this guitar. And of course, this is just the P90 one here. So The electronics are simplified and all that. So, but yeah, very, very cool. And here's a closer view of the top side of the bridge. So even the top side of the bridge is incredibly robust. A lot of metal there. And then of course you combine it, yeah, with that back block where the strings go straight in. And yeah, I have a feeling we've got some serious sustain on this guitar. Now before we do our A-B resonator comparison, let's listen to the pickups, neck to bridge, totally clean. Here we go, just the guitar kind of in its regular configuration. Wow, nice and chimey. Let's try something similar in position 4 here. Oh, that is nice. Let's try that first lick on, but this time in position 4 here. That is nice. I love that position 4. Let's go to position 3 here. Let's try position 2 and then jump back to position 4 there. Position 4. Yeah, that position 2 and position 4 are really nice. Let's go to the bridge. All right, you guys, now it's time for the resonator test. So I've tightened down the adjuster as much as possible. You can sort of see the carbon fiber, you know, pulling in around there. And we're gonna record just a really basic arpeggio and a really basic strum. Then I'm gonna take and loosen it completely off and do the same clips. And let's see if we can hear a difference. So here are my final thoughts on the Deja and the Olam from Jasper Guitars. Now, first things first, these guitars sound absolutely wonderful. And of course, that's the pots, the caps, the high-end pickups, and the high-end, you know, build quality around these guitars. And even though, as you guys saw when I removed the carbon fiber backing and the resonator adjuster, it's all kind of like a hollow design in here, there is no headstock dive. And that's, you know, even considering that the headstock is pretty beefy. These guitars just stay where you put them, and they're supremely well balanced. Both guitars are 7 pounds, so very, very light. I also got to give a little bit of a shout out and feature the carve on these necks. It's satin, it's roasted maple. It's one of the most comfortable carves I've played in quite some time. And of course, neck profile and carve is up to the individual player, but it's a little bit thicker than, you know, your typical Strat. More kind of in between that and like a 52 telly, not quite there yet, but it's just got a little bit of beef to the side of the back of the neck in terms of thickness, and it's just wonderful, wonderful to play. So I think they sound great, they're built really well, they play really awesome as well. And you know, whether or not you guys could hear the difference between, you know, loosened off and super tight on the Resonator. It's an interesting technology, you know, bringing those old Resonator guitars to like a modern electric guitar. So really, really interesting stuff. There's a shot of the vent at the back too. So as you compress that back, the air can still kind of move back and forth in there too. So really wonderful guitars. And of course, as you guys have seen, interesting body types as well. So if, you know, yeah, you've got a Les Paul, you've got a Strat, and you want something different, these guys definitely fit the bill. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. As you know, I love to bring interesting and unusual guitars to you guys, and the Jasper guitars definitely fit that bill. So I'll link to them down in the video description below. You can check out all their models, pricing, all that kind of stuff down there. Other than that, hope you enjoyed the video. Take care.